made $100 million, you know, and he's his own boss. He can say and do what he wants to do, having a great team.
Yeah.
Because no one person can do it by himself. That was the core of the team.
Gotcha.
You know, and it was a tremendous sacrifice, you know, especially for me. I worked like 15 years straight, 7 days a week, 20 hours a day.
Wow.
You know, that whole middle part of my life,
Yeah.
it didn't exist. It didn't exist.
And now you have this egg on your face and things are falling apart. And now people are wondering, did you get screwed or was it your own financial ignorance and now you're bitter?
People taking shots at a great fighter, Mayweather. Probably the same people that were, applauding him and saying how great he was at one point. And now they're taking shots at him like they're almost, like they get pleasure out of seeing a great fall, potentially.
You're right,
fall.
but when you call yourself the money man, you do it to yourself a little bit too.
No, I can't argue with that.
Leonard Ellerbe said reports about Floyd Mayweather losing his fortune were not surprising. Having worked closely with Floyd, he witnessed years of extravagant spending that he believes eventually led to financial problems.
I've been saying from day one what it is that, and they know, everybody laughed at me. They laughed at me. They said, oh, he just talking nonsense. I've been told.
Ellerbe added that Floyd's financial decline felt predictable because excessive spending continued for years despite his enormous earnings.
When you're on top, when you're at the top, you can expect criticism. It just comes with success. And it's all about how you handle things. And me personally, none of it's personal.
According to Ellerbe, once Floyd reached the top of boxing, criticism became unavoidable. He believes what matters most is how Floyd responds to that pressure.
Company,
Right.
But he was the first one that had a team surrounded by him. That our focus was the business, and his focus was the boxing. And in turn, we built the brand, built Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
And Floyd became his own boss.
Ellerbe also said Floyd could have built a stronger business empire if he had approached his investments with greater discipline and made smarter financial decisions.
He's still waiting on the 1.5 from Floyd Mayweather. He made this video simultaneously with the beef with Le'Veon, and I don't know, maybe it's coincidence, maybe it isn't.
Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2. The fight nobody asked for except me. I need this. Because if Floyd wins, he can finally pay me my $1.5 million. I don't care about the legacy fight. I don't care that these men have a combined age of 100 years. I care that Floyd Mayweather, the best boxer alive, uses those same hands that made him 100 million to Venmo me my money. And Floyd, if you're watching this, win it and pay me back or I'm gonna send my goons after you. Gotcha. Hey.
I really don't know why I watched that. Yeah, listen, dude. Logan is, again, functionally a coward for not doing this. I was really excited for it, too. I couldn't wait. That was gotta be content, stud. But, I mean, okay, yes, I understand if he is under WWE contract, they're not.
Logan Paul renewed his claim that Floyd Mayweather still owes him $1.5 million from their exhibition fight, continuing their long-running payment dispute.
You said he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named him. I never was a fan of Espinoza. Again, I'm not afraid to say and not mince my words when I feel a certain way. And I've taken arrows for it, and of course I've also taken some praise for it. That people say, hey, Teddy's going to say what he feels. I was never a fan of him. I never thought he was a man that kept his word. I never thought he really did a great job over at Showtime. I mean, they put some good fights on because the fights were available, because the lands.
Teddy Atlas noted that many people who once supported Floyd are now criticizing and mocking him during this difficult period.
That right now, what's that? Is peace of mind. when I send him things, like I send you things when it's pertaining to you, when he gets the time, he'll call me and he say, hey, Wack, what's that? And I tell him, he said, that's nonsense. He said, well, as long as they trying to figure me out, they not gonna be able to figure out what they need to do. And he continues to move. I will say this without saying too much, that I've seen him pass on some big deals based upon business he already has on the table. But again, I've been to his home. I talk to him regular.
Wack 100 rejected claims that Floyd is broke, saying Mayweather is still wealthy in spirit and unaffected by public criticism or online rumors.
Floyd was making, right? And Floyd himself was flaunting himself like he was the guy who was making that kind of money. And for all intents and purposes, I assume he was. Everybody assumed he was, and it seemed like he thought he was because he wasn't complaining. He was showing off, you know? This is why, as I get older, I feel like, and everybody always tells you this when you're young, like, keep your finances private, you know, and this is why I think this is a big reason why. First and foremost, you notice that if you don't keep your finances private, everybody and their mothers ask you for money constantly. And they don't ask you
that
for
happens either way.
And they don't ask you, well, people assume you have money, but if you flaunt it, you definitely, they confirm you have money. And they don't ask you for money like you need to buy the Rolex or the Lamborghini. They'll guilt you into it. They need their mother's dying in the hospital. They need to pay for a funeral. Their kid is sick. Like, they guilt you into it, and you almost feel bad.
Paulie Malignaggi argued that Floyd attracted extra scrutiny by constantly showing off his wealth. Had he kept his finances private, fewer people would be questioning his financial status today.
We are going to go through in this video. Now, I've been covering boxing for double-digit years. Allow me to take you through it. A simple Google search shows Floyd Mayweather. You type in his name, you're going to see some fight photos and whatnot. But the top stories, and there's multiple stories, and we're going to take a look at some of them. But as mentioned, Business Insider is now reporting what you see on the screen, that Floyd Mayweather is being accused in lawsuits of owing millions of dollars for luxury watches, gold, and rent on palatial apartment, right? The bullet points. Floyd was sued for allegedly failing to pay rent on a luxurious...
One boxing analyst linked Floyd's reported financial troubles to ongoing legal disputes and an extravagant lifestyle filled with luxury cars, expensive jewelry, and private jets, suggesting years of overspending may have contributed to his situation.
Represents the $500K, $500,000 in arrears plus late fees minus a deposit that Mayweather paid at the start of the lease and the $100,000 catch-up payment. So they deducted what he did submit when he was made aware of this, the $100K, and I guess a deposit. So the remaining balance is that. An attorney for Mayweather did not provide a comment by deadline. He has not responded to the lawsuit in court. In a separate legal matter, so we've already went over one with this luxury condo in Manhattan, right? But a separate legal matter, a Miami jeweler sued Floyd Mayweather last month, alleging the boxer owes more than $1 million for jewelry that he took.
Reports also claimed Floyd faced lawsuits over unpaid rent and other expenses. Analysts believe these issues reflect a pattern of poor financial management, showing that even massive earnings cannot guarantee long-term stability.
I don't know, like, there's guys who have a lot of money, okay? For me, I could go into a jewelry store, spend $20,000 at the time, like nothing. Like, you know what? I didn't plan on going there. I bought a Ferrari. I went to with my friend to go check out a Ferrari he was gonna buy. I went there and I'm like, I got this in my account. I could buy this right now. You know, like that. You know, and I'm not saying that's smart. But what I'm saying is,
your accountant must have loved you.
Yeah, really. but what I'm saying is, I got good money for that when I sold it. The used car market came back at the time. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it could go like that, okay? that kind of money. But bro, $340 million? That's not Ferrari, but that's a lot of Ferraris, a lot of houses.
But Floyd had a lot of Ferraris, and that's the thing about Floyd. Like, yes, is that way too much money? Yes, that's a crazy.
Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri explained that even someone earning hundreds of millions can run into trouble if finances are not carefully monitored. They said small mistakes can eventually grow into major financial problems.
Fight press, more than one fight, multiple fight
at the height of your career.
$340 million. There's nights where you didn't make that much money in a night.
But we heard about stuff like this with Mike Tyson back in the day. Yeah. Big money losses, people taking advantage of him. A number of different things. Now, all that being said and done, 10 years is the point. That is the major point of all of this. Because when you look about this now, 10 years, where does this come from? It makes me think that someone's gotten in his ear. And where does this come from out of nowhere? Is he going through the books now, 10 years later? No, of course not. Someone else is. Someone else is probably telling him, hey man, this is like this,
so you
like
think
that.
It did happen?
I don't know. I think someone, regardless of whether it happened or it didn't,
that's what I'm wondering.
Unless it's coming out of nowhere, unless he literally is just getting just
he's losing his mind because there's a lot of rumors about him losing money, right?
Losing money, being I don't want to say destitute, but the old saying,
Malignaggi compared Floyd's situation to other former champions like Mike Tyson, saying poor money management and trusting the wrong people have affected many great fighters. Both analysts stressed that financial problems usually develop over time, not overnight.
The fact that Floyd would encounter some financial issues post his boxing career is not in any way a surprise to me. When you see the types of things that, if you believe anything that he puts on his social media, the travel that he does, the places he goes, and the amount of entourage he has, that's like a money pit. Whether you're flying on private jets or you're staying at first-class hotels or you're, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags and you name it. It's all good when you're making those gigantic paydays and they're coming in, a couple times a year. You're making 40 million here and 25 million there, or even more, 100 million plus, when he fought the big mega fights with guys like Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. But when that stops, that money doesn't.
Dan Rafael said Floyd's reported financial struggles were not unexpected because he openly displayed an extremely expensive lifestyle throughout his career, including private jets, luxury cars, and lavish spending.
For 40 million, it just didn't ring true to me because Al Heyman, who is not named in the suit, but apparently is supposedly part of this problem, whatever. But I've known Al Heyman and covered Al Heyman's fighters and his business since the day he stepped in boxing in 2002 with Vernon Forrest. And all that time, and literally in terms of the PBC, a couple hundred fighters that he's dealt with, maybe not personally, but that his team is and his company. To a fighter, you never hear anybody, even when they're retired or they're not with Al anymore, nobody talks bad about him. In fact, if you ask most fighters, they'll tell you how good to them that he has been, that type of money that they've helped him make and the person that he's.
Rafael believes Floyd's story serves as a lesson that even record-breaking earnings can disappear without proper financial planning. According to him, constant luxury spending eventually creates long-term financial pressure.
To TMZ. Let's get to the TMZ. Floyd Mayweather sues Showtime, saying I'm missing hundreds of millions of dollars. Floyd Mayweather Jr. says he made over $1 billion in earnings over his legendary career, but the 50-0 fighter claims all the money didn't make it to his bank account. He is now suing Showtime, claiming they played a big role in his ex-manager screwing him out of hundreds of millions of dollars. In the lawsuit filed by Floyd in California and obtained by TMZ Sports, Mayweather says he's gunning to recover hundreds of millions of dollars in the misappropriated funds and damages resulting from long-running and elaborate financial.
Fannin discussed Floyd's legal action against former business associates, claiming Mayweather believes a significant amount of his career earnings never reached him. The lawsuit centers on alleged financial mismanagement involving Showtime and former executive Steven Espinoza, while also referencing longtime advisor Al Heyman's role in managing his finances.